Good evening. This is Christopher McMechan with my week one directed study milestone for character modeling. Um, I really didn't start modeling yet because I did not know, and I was going to email but did not get the chance. I didn't know if I could go back and why did I not have a lot and do my original idea from back in January, where I was going to do the Scar Fox. Really don't have that much references. I thought I had more, but I didn't know if I could redo this one and start from scratch or if that would fall underneath the plagiarism. So instead, I ended up finding this guy. And I really like him, and I think it's going to push what I can do because I haven't really done a whole lot. I try to have the time and do it, and I haven't. So I figured he's really cool. It reminds me of the Plague Medic from like the Thief series, or I think there was one on another game, and I cannot think of it right now. But he reminds me of a lot of a couple of the medics or the couple of the guys you'd buy items from on a couple of the darker RPGs here lately. So I ended up breaking him down, and I went in and first had to obviously find his mask, which I've got a couple of shots of his mask. This one's better detailed. This one, I mean, the reason I chose this one particularly is because of the stitching in the beak. Just kind of gives it more of a grotesque look compared to this really shiny, riveted, somebody took their time and built it compared to this one where they're just like, hey, I want to be the most grotesque doctor I can be. Next would be the jacket, which these are looks like almost the exact same jacket, so I might end up deleting one of them. Actually, I'll delete that one. Well, no, I'll keep that one, and I'll delete this one right now because they're the exact same jacket. And I didn't notice that. Only difference was he has his hood up. Then ended up going in and looked for keys. I've got a couple keys, just different ones. That way I could go in and just model them out and get them done. Done a spell book because that's kind of what it looks like on his belt. Be the best way to put it. Named it the Hermit. That's what it's named. But his spell book, I went in and found one. Truthfully, when you look up spell books and references for that, you end up with a lot of the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead series, and that one's kind of overdated. So I ended up dropping it. Here's a couple more references for underneath his trench coat. This one be around the cowl, and this one, hooded cowl. Have it pulled up because it does pull up. It's kind of gnarly and torn up. I'll probably find some references for fabric that's been kind of torn a little bit aged. Boots. I had big issues because stop doing that. He's got like these pilgrim boots on, from like Salem witch trials, and I could not find a good reference. So only reference I could find with a buckle like that were these really high heels that she's wearing. And then I just went in and found some gothic boots that I keep around. Ended up going in, finding some loose pants, leather strapping for the belt because he does have a belt on. He's got a belt, and then leather straps that I can use for the spell book. Human anatomy, since I assume he's human. Have some studs. I couldn't find a good reference for studs, but this was about the best one, and I chose them for down here at the base of the jacket, and then went and I found just a regular belt buckle, for right around in his jacket and right there on the edge. Also went in and shirt. I don't know really what type of shirt he's got on. Can't really see it. So I'm just judging. I'd say medieval, but a little bit on the gothic side, so definitely black. Real V-necked with some lace. So I figured I'd go with that. Got some gloves. Same thing. I didn't know exactly. To me, they look woven, but it's also just grayed out. So he could have gray skin. So I ended up choosing a little bit woven. Just cool little effect. I think it'd be cool. Crow. I do want to model the crow in on him. As a secondary character, I guess. So I did find a couple crow shots, some anatomy shots. Found some chain for the lantern because it's just chain-held lantern. Lantern I had some issues looking for, and these are the two I ended up finding. Issue I had with it is the shape of it. It's a real odd shape. So I ended up, I'd just find something that was cylindrical and pretty close. That way I had some references on how it would look. I think this one is the better reference for the simple fact that it's got the pillars on the outside with the light source in the middle, where it looks like this one, the light source would be up top, kind of like a porch light, be the best way to explain it. I think that's it besides starting modeling. I plan to start modeling here tomorrow after I get off. So I'll have something to show then. I should have already started it, but I've had a lot of time restraints. So I'm going to start tomorrow, and I will get him knocked out, probably get the mask done. I don't know if I should actually model the face since you won't see it. To me, most of the characters that you see that are the Plague Doctor do not remove the mask. So I think I might just model the mask over him. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Same with keeping like all the proportions, like let's say the muscular structure of him, keeping it realistic. If I should even do that, since I'm going to cover him up with a really big jacket. I'd like to know the thoughts on that as well, or if I should keep it all pretty anatomically correct. Other than that, I'll get him blocked out, get him going. I can probably bust out most of these, what do I want to call them? Secondary objects, like the crow, the keys, the lamp, the lantern, spellbook, stuff like that. I could probably bust it out in Maya and just transfer it in. But I look forward to getting some feedback and getting a direction on this. So thank y'all, and y'all have a great night. I hope to hear back from you really soon. Thank you.